And that's the starting lineup for Maryland. Charles, Slocum, Confroy, Walker, Kimbrough, and Jones. And Louisville, a little change in the lineup. They have Jackson, Hines Allen, Moore, Courtney Walton back in, and Asia Doer also in that starting lineup. And Maryland will have the possession after the Cardinals got the opening tip.
And Louisville got the look they wanted, but Doer couldn't finish. Maryland coming up with the rebound. They are out-rebounding their opponents by 20 per game.
They have really taken advantage of a relatively easy schedule in the preseason, but that young lady there, Walker Kimbrough, one of the best players, not only in the Big Ten, but in the country.
No question. She's ranked number 4 by ESPNW in the preseason. And right there, she's showing you why. Nothing but net on that three-point shot.
Ryan Moore takes it on the wing. Now they'll reverse it to the left side. Jackson goes to the baseline. Can't get the bank shot to go, and I'm not sure who tipped it in. Was it Walton?
Courtney Walton's going to get credit for it because she was the closest Louisville player, and Louisville drawing a charge right there. I know yesterday in practice they were challenged and said that if they don't draw at least 3 charges in this basketball game, the coaching staff will be very disappointed. There's number 1.
And that was Slocum, and setting up the charge position and taking it was Brianna Jackson.
And so you have more experience in the starting lineup with the Cardinals putting Brianna Jackson in at point guard and bringing Courtney Walton in at the 4 position.
There in the lane, last year's player of the year in the ACC, Aisha Hines Allen. And with that basket, the Cardinals move in front by 1, 4-3.
And Jeff Walls would love to see her have a big game. She was stymied by foul trouble against number 3 South Carolina on Sunday. Never really was able to be effective in that game.
You know, Walton, by the way, we were talking at practice yesterday. She had a player actually fall on her elbow, and that happened in the preseason. This is just her 2nd game.
Yeah, hard to believe. And Courtney Walton has had some injury problems throughout her career here at Louisville, but she's such a steady, heads-up player. She knows where everybody's supposed to be on the floor on both offense and defense. Is a great leader.
Well, you got a guard out there, and that's why Walker Kimbrough, she pumped in 41, a career high last year against Purdue, and you cannot leave her open anywhere on the floor.
You can't. You have to make her pass the ball if at all possible, but you've got to pressure her on the 3-point line and at least make her put it on the floor.
Moore tries to dribble to the basket, had it deflected, and here comes Small quickly into the front court.
And the thing that makes Walker Kimbrough so difficult to defend is she's nearly 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Inside it goes, knocked away from Jones. Still 13 to shoot. Here's Walker Kimbrough again. Nice feed down low, but it's deflected, touched last by Brianna Jones for Maryland.
Well, Brianna Jones is the current Big Ten player of the week. She had a 20-point, 20-rebound game in the Terrapins' win over Washington State out in Las Vegas.
That's pretty strong, 20 and 20.
And you saw there on that play how the 2 seniors are used to playing with one another, can find one another easily. But Louisville answers with Asia Doer, a little pull-up jump shot in the lane.
And Asia this year now is healthy finally.
She is. She had a groin injury that required surgery a year ago in the summer, and she was never really 100%. Maybe toward the end of the season, but she is fit and she is confident and playing great for Louisville.
And speaking of great, a forced turnover, and Moore will bring it up for the Cards, trailing or leading by 1 at 6-5, and they're going to get a traveling violation out front.
Courtney Walton that time was just a little outside of her comfort zone. I think gotten a little bit of a rush trying to put the ball on the floor to drive.
She's really a steadying force, though, isn't she?
That's exactly the word that I would have used, is steady. She's a very smart player.
A little pressure outside.
Yeah, extending that defense. And Louisville will mix things up. They'll play some man, they'll play some zone, and only stay in it for a couple passes and switch to man.
Good ball reversal to Small in the corner. That 3 goes in and out, but there's a good offensive rebound. That's where Jones is so good. She averages 15 points and just under 10 rebounds.
Well, she did a really smart thing there in keeping the ball high on that offensive rebound. A lot of times you see post players bring it down and get in danger zone.
And Maryland comes up with a loose ball. Small does. So on the alternating possession, it'll go to the Terrapins. I noticed they use the Terps a lot too, but.
Either one is acceptable, absolutely. Fear the turtle, right?
Fear the turtle. Maryland has yet to lose this season. The Cardinals only lost in their last outing last Saturday up in Springfield against the fine South Carolina team. There's Charles. She rims it in and out of there. And Hines Allen has the board. Quickly up it comes. The door, and it's blocked away with a fine defensive play. And it'll stay with Louisville.
Well, you have two extremely talented defensive teams
Yeah.
on the floor right now. And the other thing I love about both of these teams is they're extremely competitive. They are going to go after each other all night long.
Here's Doer, tough shot, puts it up and in. Asia Doer off to a hot start this year. 50% three-point shooting, 53% from the field. Louisville by 1.
Doer's a lefty, and so she was able to finish with that left hand, makes her difficult to guard.
They set a high pick on Jackson, and now Small takes it to the basket, missed it. Hines Allen gets the rebound, up to Doer.
Excellent block out by Hines Allen, and I love the way Louisville's always looking up the floor.
Jackson comes up short on her jumper. Moore with the follow and a foul. Oh, terrific rebound by Ramaya Moore, +1.
Moore in beast mode right there. She averages a little over 4 rebounds a ball game, and she knows how important winning the battle of the boards is for her Cardinals team, and did an outstanding job right there, getting herself 2 points into the free throw line.
She just really worked hard to get that position. There you see Mariah's numbers on the year. She, along with Hines Allen, on the Wade Watch, of course named after the legendary coach Margaret Wade at Delta State. One of the highest honors given in women's basketball. This young lady, she's on everybody's list. There's a nice dribble drive and a basket. That's Brianna Frazier.
Well, the Cardinals have got to do a better job of guarding the ball handler. Don't want to allow the player to get to the basket that easily.
Doer missed this one. Rebound pulled down by Confroy, but she stepped on the paint. Louisville leads Maryland by 2. Glad you joined us from the KFC Yum Center in Louisville.
By the time you head to the bank and wait to get approved for a home loan, that newly listed mid-century ranch with the garden patio will be gone. Or you could push that button. Skip the bank, skip the waiting, and go completely online. Get the confidence that comes from a secure, qualified mortgage approval in minutes. Lift the burden of getting a home loan with Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Here's one of our best elves, hard at work.
What's right there?
Nothing.
A touchdown. Come on.
Santa, the Davidsons are here to see our workshop.
Oh, well, hello. This is my sleigh. It's how I deliver all the presents. By myself.
Santa, you got anything else going to Albany?
By myself.
Ship with FedEx Ground at FedEx Office. It's how the holidays arrive.
Eleven to 9, the dance cams got the youngsters going here today. Come on, Sarah.
They stole my moves.
They did. A lot of fun here in the KFC Yum Center tonight. Of course, the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Asia Doer continues her hot shooting. She averages just under 19 a game.
Jeff Wall's teams do so well on out-of-bounds plays.
Yes.
The efficiency is extremely high. Great score that time by Doer. Well executed.
Louisville has the 4-point lead. Charles. And here's Walker Kimbrough. Top 3-point shooter. Had 19 points and 5 steals on Saturday. But now a nice steal by Jackson. Up to Moore, and she puts it in.
Well, excellent defense, and again, a great fast break by the Cardinals. That's where they would like to score the ball as often as possible.
Slocum was covered up momentarily. Now Moore will be checking Walker Kimbrough. Frazier tries to set a high pick, but you can't use it. Wide open in the corner. Watson's 3 rims. Hines Allen the rebound and brings it up on the dribble. Dewar again. She is red hot here early in the game. 18-9 Cardinals.
And that's going to call a timeout for Maryland. Asia Dewar shooting over 50% from the three-point line this season. And really nice job by Maisha Hines-Allen taking it down the floor. That's your post player, giving it up to your two guard. Great job by the Cardinals, and Brenda Fries wants to talk to her team about it now that the lead has grown to 18-9.
And you know, a lot of young players can learn from that, because Hines-Allen was player of the year in the ACC last year. She could have done whatever she wished, but she knew she had the guard trailing, found the great shooter.
Yeah, and this is an unselfish basketball team. You've got some real stars out here in Maisha Hines-Allen and Mariah Moore, and yet Asia Dewar's leading the team in scoring. This team doesn't care as long as they win. Cardinals are in man-to-man. Was a zone look to start. And they're playing that sagging man. They want to know where Walker Kimbrough is. There are some other players they will allow to shoot the ball. Louisville comes down with another rebound.
Yep, Slocum missed. Jackson thinks about it, now takes it. A little bit too strong. And a good rebound inside, pulled down by Confroy for Maryland. Whistle underneath, and a foul is going to be ticketed on Louisville.
And that was a situation of Walker Kimbrough just showing a lot of patience, reading the defense, and getting herself to the free throw line. She created that opportunity for herself.
And Walker Kimbrough at the line, where she shoots 77%. Senior from Malaquippa. Well, one thing about it, some losses from Maryland from last year as Louisville has a substitution. But when you have Jones and Walker Kimbrough to start with, that's a pretty good way to go.
Oh, there's no question. And then they brought in the top-ranked recruiting class in the country with 6 freshmen and a transfer. They've got 4 players averaging double figures this year, so it's not just all about Walker Kimbrough. This is a very well-balanced team. Brianna Jones is a real talent, and then their freshmen have been stepping up.
Here's a 3 on the way by Hines-Allen, doesn't go. Taylor Johnson in, the graduate transfer. Walker Kimbrough, nope. Offensive try and an offensive foul. Going to be called on Frazier.
Well, and that was the situation where it was a pretty good box out by Hines-Allen, but Frazier was able to come over the top of her, but then Hines-Allen kept her ground and drew the charge. That was a great, smart play by number 2.
Speaking about Taylor Johnson that came into the lineup, she is a graduate transfer from Loyola of Chicago. First team all Missouri Valley Conference, so she's going to be a big help this year.
No question. One of those players that is able to play immediately due to being a graduate as opposed to an undergraduate transfer.
Durr gets it again. Asia on fire here again in this game. She has 8 points, and Jones comes right back.
Another freshman, and she is the sister of Brianna Jones. That was Stephanie Jones that scored that bucket.
Stephanie, a 6'2" freshman forward, and Brianna, the senior center. Tour again, she stays hot. Nope, not this time. So Asia's off to a good start offensively. That one a little bit too strong. Cardinal lead is 7.
I do like that Louisville understands Dewar has the hot hand and they're getting her the ball.
And that's going to be a blocking foul. And a good, strong offensive move by Jones. This is Brianna Jones, and she'll go to the line. I think Hines-Allen got the foul.
Yeah, and it was a nice attempt by Hines-Allen, but Brianna Jones was able to drop step and get past her a little bit, and so got Hines-Allen on her hip a bit, so she wasn't squared up in order to be able to take that charge legally.
Jones, a 76% free throw shooter, and as a team, Maryland shoots almost 72 at the line.
Yeah, they're a strong free throw shooting team. You don't want to foul them if you can help it.
Walton turns at the keyhole, found herself open, and Courtney knocks it in.
Well, and you mentioned it, but it's worth mentioning again. This is Walton's 2nd game of the season. She had a right elbow injury and missed the first several games of the year, first 6 games of the year.
Once again, it goes inside to Brianna Jones, and she'll have a chance to go back to the line. You know that they're looking for her inside. She's the senior, she's the veteran, and they're trying to feed it there.
Well, you know, and they're trying to claw back after getting down by 9 points. And some of those outside shots weren't falling, so Free's making a great adjustment by pounding it inside. They've got a bigger lineup in right now with both of the Jones sisters. And so they're getting the ball inside.
Jeff Walls makes several substitutions. She brings in Sierra Johnson, Moore back in, Jackson back into the lineup. And we also see Jasmine Jones, the freshman out of Tallahassee, on the floor. Jackson looks down low, can't get it anywhere. Johnson into Moore, little push shot, and she banks it in.
Moore is so difficult to guard. She's got great size, great strength, can put it on the floor, but can also shoot from beyond the three-point line.
Great ball reversal that time, and it ends up in a wide open three as Destiny Slocum, the freshman out of Meridian, Idaho, gets the basket.
Well, Slocum came into the game shooting nearly 50% from three-point range, so you've got to know your scouting report. You've got to know who your shooters are. Make sure you get out and guard them, force them to put it on the floor.
Only 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Jackson. She dribbles, puts up the runner, doesn't go, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Louisville leads at 24-20, and Asia Dewar has been red hot tonight, and she stays that way. We got a good one going on here.
Our mission is to produce programs and online content for African women as they try to build their businesses and careers. My name is Yasmin Bello Asage, and I'm a co-founder at She Leads Africa. I definitely could not do my job without technology. This Windows 10 device, the touchscreen, allows you to kind of pinpoint what you're talking about, which makes communication much easier and faster than the old Mac that I used to use. You can configure it in so many different ways. It just, I don't know, it feels really cool. I feel like I'm in the future.
John Baptiste has mastered new ways to play old classics. With Chase ATMs, he can master new ways to deposit checks too. Easy to use Chase technology for whatever you're trying to master.
We'd like to remind you, help us beat cancer. Log on to jimmyv.org or call 1-800-4JIMMY-V to donate. All donations benefit the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. And glad you joined us. Jimmy V Week all week long here. And we're in the ACC tonight, in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Don Russell along with Sarah White. Glad you joined us.
Maryland showing a 2-3 zone that's really spread out. Brianna Jackson able to find the hole, gets right to the basket.
Little change in the defensive pressure here for Louisville.
Yeah, showing a little three-quarter court pressure. We've got Jackson out there harassing the ball handler.
There's a reverse layup that's off the front of the iron. And I think Maryland touched it last. It'll go to Louisville.
But you see how relentless is Maryland toward the basketball. They never gave up on the play there. You got to like the hustle by your 6'3" center willing to get on the floor like that.
Yep. There you saw the nice dribble drive, but you're right, Sarah. This team really likes to get after it, showing the zone again, as you mentioned. You saw it last time.
Yeah, and that 2-3 zone is really spread out. So there are avenues for the Cardinals to penetrate off the dribble. That time it was a Sierra Johnson error trying to get the ball inside to Moore, but just overthrew that pass.
And she'll take a seat. That was certainly a freshman mistake that Jeff Walls has corrected right now, as you see, as Courtney Walton's back in.
She's got the one foul, Walton does. Meanwhile, Hines Allen on the bench with 2. A little missed defensive assignment that time. Nobody picking up Brianna Jones.
She got the easy one, too, and it made it a 4-point game.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
So
The Cardinals have been playing really solid defense, but missed assignment right there.
Walton takes it on a high post. Here's Jackson's pull-up jumper off the back of the iron. And Walker Kimbrough comes up on the dribble drive after the rebound.
Well, Jackson is a prolific scorer, but she's been struggling a little bit so far this season offensively.
Jones lost it, picked up underneath. And the rebound effort is by Stephanie Jones. Her sister missed the first one. She got help from her little sis. And she'll go to the line.
And that's going to be the second foul on Courtney Walton. And
Yep.
Courtney was expecting a tie-up. She thought she got all ball on that one. I think Coach Walls did as well.
And the free throw in the net. Stephanie in high school, just to let you know, she's a good playing little sister. She averaged 28 points, 12 rebounds.
That's not too bad.
No.
Not too shabby.
She's from Maryland, went to Aberdeen High School, and didn't get the roll on the second, so hits 1 out of 2.
I think what's even more impressive, she's coming off an ACL surgery in March.
Yeah, that's hard to come back from that quickly. You're right.
Recovery.
Taylor Johnson misses the pull-up jumper. Slocum runs it the other end, and she travels.
Yeah, nice job that time by Mariah Moore to contain the dribble, and then she just put her hand straight up, and Slocum trying to get around the bigger Moore, drug her pivot foot.
Brianna Jones goes to the bench. As Frazier's back into the lineup. So they even keep height, the Terps do, when they make substitutions.
Well, they've been playing a lot of 4-guard lineup,
Yes.
but they've got some big guards out there.
Oval looking around the perimeter of the zone. Cross court pass to Doer. She'll launch again, in and out.
And I think that time Louisville's so used to the ball going in when Doer shoots from behind the 3-point line that they weren't crashing the boards like they normally do. But Louisville fortunate to get it back. They're on a unforced turnover. So we'll see how the Cardinals execute on another out-of-bounds play here.
Saw Coach freeze, and it comes to Moore. Rebound tapped outside. Moore tries to save it in. And a good hustle right in front of us by Taylor Johnson. But it'll go to the Terps. You were ready to field that one.
I was actually trying to make sure that Jones didn't get hurt. That was I wasn't worried about the ball. I was worried about the player.
Oh, I thought you were defending me. No, that's okay.
Next time.
Tough shot here. They're going to count it. Yes. Good dribble drive move. And guess who it is? Walker Kimbrough again. Watch this move.
And we talked about her ability to create her own shot.
That was a knick-knack foul, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't think there was a whole lot of contact the first time around, and I didn't see anything more on the replay. But they don't ask us for our opinions.
Why not?
They're missing out.
Walker Kimbrough with 12 points in the game, now 13. As she completes that 3-point play. And Maryland has tied it up at 26 after Louisville had an early 9-point lead.
Walker Kimbrough makes it look so effortless. Speaking
Moore.
of effortless.
Yep, deep in the corner. Sam Furing in, gets that offensive rebound.
Great hustle play. Great job by Furing to come in and make a difference.
Moore, she's going to get the offensive foul. She was trying to draw the charge. Kind of put her head down and went forward and had the right idea, but Maryland was there good defensively.
Well, and the biggest error that she made is she got off her feet with really
Yes.
nowhere to go with the basketball. And she would have been better served. She thought she had the pass, but would have been better served just keeping that dribble alive, coming back out and resetting the play.
Brianna Jones didn't get much of a rest. She's back out there now with her sister. And Maryland with a chance to take the lead, and Walker Kimbrough does exactly that as she nails it.
And this is the point in the ball game when you've got a player that's now scoring like Walker Kimbrough. Somebody's got to step up and say, you know what, you're not getting any more. I'm shutting you down the rest of the half.
Yeah, the Terps know they can always count on here. Bounce pass goes down to Moore. Walker Kimbrough tried to tie her up and instead got a foul.
Well, in practice yesterday, one of the things that Jeff Walls talked about was his team coming out and having really good first and third quarters, but second and fourth don't have the level of focus that he wants to see. And we've got a situation here in the second quarter, Louisville losing a little bit of ground.
Terps have the lead. Jackson on the wing. Three-pointer, a little bit too strong by Jasmine Jones.
That was a great penetration and pitch, though, by Jackson. Great idea. Jones will finish on those, just didn't hit that one.
Perfect way to run the offense, and again, it goes inside, and Jeff Wall's going to take a timeout because Brianna Jones got way too easy of a basket there.
Yeah, it was a situation where she got the defender, I believe it was Walton, caught on her top hip, and help didn't come soon enough, and really way too easy. You've got to put more pressure on the ball handler to not allow that pass to go in that easily, and then defensively in the post, if you're going to double team, you got to really come hard and cause some more havoc than that.
Here's a nice package and seeing some of the things that Walker Kimbrough in Maryland's been able to do.
Well, we talked about her versatility. There's a three-pointer to start the ball game. She was about 3 feet behind the line and shooting another three-pointer there, showing how smooth she can be. That time driving and drawing the foul, getting a little bit past Mariah Moore to get the contact, and another outside shot for Shatori Walker Kimbrough. She makes it look so easy.
And you see Kimbrough there with her 12 points, 4 out of 6 shooting with a rebound. It's Asia Durr, D-U-R-R, with 11 points to lead Louisville. And of course, Walker Kimbrough with 14 points.
But
And
Durr
also in
can't
double
do it all
figures,
for
Jones.
Louisville.
Right, you're right.
You know,
You need
she's
some help.
got to have some help, and Mariah Moore doing a nice job. Louisville's got to find an answer for when Maisha Hines-Allen is on the bench like she is right now with those 2 fouls. And they have a great triple threat with Durr, Moore, Hines-Allen, but they need Brianna Jackson to get involved in the scoring. They need Courtney Walton to get involved, and then they've got to get some help from the freshmen. They have a very talented freshman class, the Louisville Cardinals do, and need to get some contributions from them as well.
But Maryland now shooting 57% too. They've hit 11 of 19 after a little bit of a slow start. Louisville shooting at 42.9. So Maryland's a team, and you could see after early falling behind, they regrouped and gained their composure. Just that little guy there getting into the cheering here at the KFC Yum Center.
Well, both of these teams had an opportunity to get in extra practices this summer because they both did international trips. The Cardinals took what must have been a fabulous trip to Cuba and were able to practice 10 times prior to leaving for that trip in August. And then Maryland took their very young team to Italy and played 2 games over there and also got those 10 practices in. And in talking with Brenda Fries, what she was so impressed with was the intensity level and the competitiveness of her team, even in summer practices.
Little pressure that time, scramble for the loose ball. Finally, Asia Durr picks it up in the backcourt.
Well, excellent job by the Cardinals to retain possession.
And Durr shoots again and hits it.
And that's one of those situations where it was just a pass back to the top. They dropped off a Durr, and she was wide open, and she made Maryland pay. A little bit too much contact, though, that time by Jones on the wing.
There's that 3 by Asia. Set up nicely, and you can just see, I talked to her before the game. She feels so much better. Played a lot of last year with that groin injury, and she's a sophomore now too. It makes a big difference.
Absolutely it does. And you know, she looked fit last year, but she looks even more fit this year. And there you see Brianna Jones scoring. You just can't allow her to catch it that deep in the paint.
Yeah, Maryland really getting the advantage inside, and that zone has given the Cards some trouble as well.
Well, and I would say the two things that Maryland is really known for historically under Brenda Fries is their inside-out game, really pounding it, scoring in the paint, and then their rebounding.
And this time, Durr. Asia takes the three and fouled, so she'll get 3 freebies. The sophomore out of Douglasville, Georgia.
All that on Kyla Charles.
And Brenda Fries over there, and team's really recovered very well after that early shooting slump. Asia, an 83% free throw shooter.
And we didn't even jinx her.
No, we didn't say a word.
She gets the second one to go.
And she'll have a third effort, substitution. Charles goes to the sideline for Maryland, and Kristen Confroy checks back in.
Well, the free throw misses are surprising, but the success of her sophomore season is not, because for those of you that follow the Cardinals, you'll know she was the top-ranked recruit coming in as a freshman last year. We talked about that groin injury, and she's playing at 100% this year. Doing an outstanding job for the Cardinals, averaging almost 19 points a game.
I think Jasmine Jones got the foul this time, and Walker Kimbrough is one of those players that you have no time to relax, because she's always going to do something, and she'll go to the free throw line now. And she knocks it down. Kimbrough now with 15 points, leads all scorers.
Louisville wasting no time getting the ball down the floor. They want to be in attack mode consistently.
Jones got that free throw, and it's 34-30. Jackson's three. Somebody crashed the boards that time really hard for the Cards, and I think got the foul. I think that was Jones, Jasmine Jones.
She came flying through the air.
She did. Well, at least it was a good effort for the rebound.
Absolutely, you'll take that every time. You want your players going hard, giving it maximum effort.
And Maryland has a 5-rebound advantage lead here. As we have 4:43 remaining in the second quarter.
The Cardinals showing 2-3 zone. We'll see if they stay in it or switch to a man-to-man after a certain number of passes.
This three ball way off the mark by Confroy. Loose ball on the floor, and it's tied up. Possession arrow will go to Maryland here.
Sierra Johnson missing the box out on that play, and I think Coach Walls wants to talk to her about it. He's going to substitute in Kylie Shook.
She's
another
a freshman.
One of the talented freshmen for the Cardinals.
Out of Colorado Springs, there's Jones again inside, and she maneuvers around and lays it in.
Man, that was a nice pass. Very unselfish play by the post players right there.
And now Maryland's opened up a 6-point lead. Trailed in the first quarter, 18-9. But improved the shooting and the rebounding. Nice pass inside from Jackson. And Shook gets the easy basket. Nice assist by Brianna.
Well, the zone by the Terrapins has bothered Louisville on occasion, but every now and then they find the seams like they did there.
This three goes in and out, and once again, Jones, this time the offensive rebound to put it back in.
Well, and if you're a post player watching at home, you can't get better position. The way Brianna Jones just positioned herself to be right where she needed to be for that weak side board.
Well, that was an overpass there by the freshman. She had a player open, Walton, but she was only about 8 feet away.
That's where you've got to have the confidence to either go up and take that shot yourself, as we're seeing Shook finish there. Great
That's
pass
the way you attack the
inside.
zone, right?
Absolutely, that was beautiful. Those 2-foot passes in the paint don't typically do you much good.
And Slocum goes down, and they're going to get Courtney Walton I guess for the trip, that's 3 on her.
Well, Louisville has to be really careful right now. They're experienced post players in foul trouble, and it was maybe a little bit of a push off there by Slocum, but a situation where she got a step ahead and Walton maintained contact, and they're going to call that foul every time.
Now Courtney has to go to the bench with those 3 personals, and you bring the freshman Sierra Johnson back in. By the way, Erica Carter out, has been since the season opener with a groin injury. And you see Slocum's particulars, an 85% shooter, missed them both, and they're going to have a foul called. I think Asia Durr had it, and then she lost it, fouled in frustration there.
Well, it was a great rebound by Durr, but a situation where she turned right into the defense and lost the basketball, and then they called her for a foul to add insult to injury.
And I think Coach Wall's not real happy about that, but nonetheless, we're going to see Kaya Gillespie go to the line, 6'2" sophomore. Shoots the free throw. She's out of Meridian, Connecticut. She's a McDonald's All-American. Bunch of them in both rosters today. And now Maryland opens up its largest lead of 8. And we get a foul called and a little bit of a cheer from the Cardinal fans. Of course, Maryland's they're a very physical team.
Both teams are very physical teams,
yeah.
Absolutely. And you've got to be able to match the physicality of your opponent, but you have to do so in a way that you're not getting yourself in foul trouble, so it can be a difficult line to toe.
Jackson takes it inbounds. Durr off the wing. Asia can't get it to go, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Maryland.
I love Brianna Jackson's toughness.
Yep, she is.
Physically and mentally, she's a very gritty, tough player.
She's matched up against Small here. Good matchup.
Great defensive player, leads the team in steals. Great instincts for the ball.
Small gets it back after she got it to Confroy for a minute. Boy, they are looking down low. Good deflection out of bounds by Moore. But when it goes on the wing, Sarah, the first place they're looking is to the block.
No question.
And I would too, wouldn't you?
They score points in the paint in a very high percentage. And you understand why after watching them play for just a short period of time.
There was only 4 to shoot, so the shot doesn't go. There's another miss. This time by Jones, and here comes Jackson on the dribble. Hines Allen, nice feed over to the other side, and she found the freshman Sierra Johnson open for the easy 2. Nice assist by Hines Allen.
Smart play. Hines Allen drawing the double team, seeing her teammate Johnson wide open on the opposite block.
Walker Kimbrough, and she got the roll. Players like her get the roll, don't they?
They certainly do, and players like her also have an answer when a team starts to make a run.
She has 18, and Brianna Jones has 15, and the Cardinals will have a chance at a 3-point play here, as Brianna Jackson will go to the line, the redshirt senior out of Tampa.
Well, and I like the decision-making by Brianna Jackson. She's been struggling with her outside shot, and so the last couple times she's put it on the floor and penetrated and either found a player or in that situation makes a basket with contact.
And the free throw bounces around, comes off with 1:42 to go in the second period here, second quarter, 42-36. Maryland, ranked number 5, Louisville number 7 in women's college basketball here as we hit December 1.
Back-to-back top 5 matchups for the Cardinals.
Yep.
Let's see what they're made of.
And Charles tries to get it up there.
Stepped out of bounds on that play.
On the baseline, yep.
Louisville gets the ball back.
Maryland makes a lot of substitutions. They're getting Brianna Frazier back into the lineup. Charles will take a seat. So when you look out there now, this is a pretty good lineup size-wise for Maryland, but they can also do other things. They're not just post players.
Well, and that's, you know, college women's basketball today. Great size, but great versatility. As Durr hits another elbow jump shot. Can be very difficult to guard lefties. We just don't see them as often.
And there's a whistle and a foul. Jackson, you talked about her emotion. She created a turnover, and then the frustration foul to follow.
Getting the crowd involved a little bit. Trying to get this home crowd, give them a little bit of a boost going into the locker room.
56 and 6/10 seconds remaining.
Jackson looks like she's coming up a little gimpy on that play. So they're calling it a team control foul, no free throws to be shot.
So it'll be the possession to Louisville. Buchanan and Jeff Walls having a discussion over that as play resumes. Here's Moore. Now Hines Allen, a little shove. I think she was between passing and shooting. Durr can't get it to go. Moore will try. And Jackson scrambles for the rebound. It'll be out of bounds to Maryland. I tell you what, these teams are getting after it.
There's no question. When we talked about both teams have very high competitive spirits, that was a great example of it right there. You had bodies flying everywhere, people diving on the floor after the basketball.
See Brenda Fries having some concerns of her own, but you're right. Brenda's a graduate of the University of Arizona. Was in her 15th year, including a championship at Maryland, nearly turned over by the Terps. 28 seconds to go till halftime. And an offensive foul, or is it? It is an offensive foul. First time today anybody's really gotten in Walker Kimbrough's place to draw that foul.
Yeah, that was an excellent job defensively by Brianna Jackson. And that is the third charge drawn. So the challenge that the Cardinals were given to draw at least 3 charges has been met here in the first half. And Cardinals have 20 seconds here. Score a basket going into the locker room.
Trailing by 4. Maryland stays in that zone. Louisville hasn't solved it yet. 3 to shoot in the corner. Durr doesn't go, and that'll take us to the end of the first half.
They've got to make sure that they are boxing out and grabbing the boards, and they've got to do a little bit better job defensively in the post. They can't allow Brianna Jones such easy shots inside.
Louisville will have the first possession. Courtney Walton will start the second half or the third quarter, even though she has 3 personal fouls.
Well, that shows the level of trust Jeff Walls has in her to be smart and stay out of foul trouble.
Jackson, a reverse layup doesn't go, but she draws the foul.
When we talked about Louisville needing to get another player involved offensively, and Brianna Jackson is trying to be that player. She has been really aggressive, starting with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And as you see, starting out here, the second half.
It's the free throw. I think the foul was on Brianna Jones. And Jones will go out. There's Brianna Frazier back in. She played in the first half. This one rims out for Jackson.
That's a big foul, because that's 3 fouls on Brianna Jones.
That's right. That's why she had to go to the bench. 3-point lead for the Terps. And Maryland with the basketball here in the third quarter. Slocum goes all the way underneath the basket. And there's that great move and finish by Walker Kimbrough. Her body control is just outstanding.
Well, when you've got a player who has that kind of three-point range and three-point efficiency and yet can put it on the floor and score, how do you guard that? I mean, it is incredibly difficult. And she is just so smooth.
3-year letter winner out of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Little alley-oop down to Hines Allen. She's cut off. Now Jackson will take it and miss the three. Louisville not shooting the threes very well other than Asia Dur. And there's Hines Allen trying to pick up the charge, didn't get it. But Maryland didn't get the hoop either. Yeah, it was a good no call. You're right.
Louisville's got to get some ball movement. They've got to get some penetration, more than just one dribble. Find the open player. Play the unselfish basketball that they're known for. Oh, it's a great pitch out.
Jackson didn't get any of it from the corner on the three. Walton goes back up with it and got the hoop.
And I love the composure right there. You know, only 1 second left on the shot clock, but Walton didn't hurry. She took her time and finished inside. That was beautiful.
Maryland lead is 3, and now we have a whistle again. It's going to be a Louisville foul.
You know, I think some post players make the mistake of thinking that they need to shoot quickly in order to avoid a shot blocker or to get their shot off. But a lot of times, if you shoot more slowly, the defense doesn't know how to read it precisely.
An open three there. Off the lip of the rim from Walker Kimbrough, but there's going to be a push off underneath.
And Dur doesn't like that call. However, what happened was she made contact and continued to make contact after the Maryland player already had the basketball, and that's going to be a foul. Oh, nice pick by Jackson.
Well, she has been a real inspiration on the floor with her hustle, creating turnovers and picking up charges.
And you just can't ever relax if Jackson is around you defensively.
Look at Asia. Dur put it off the glass and it wouldn't go. Almost got the bounce. Maryland with the lead and the ball, but not for long as Moore deflects it. And Jackson picks it up.
Moore using her length to come up with the steal. Nice little no-look pass, but it was deflected by Maryland. It'll be Louisville ball underneath.
Brianna Jackson is going to take it out of bounds to the left of the Cardinal bucket. Gets it into Hines Allen. And Maisha goes up strong and puts it in off the glass.
Nice hesitation move. It's nice when your post player can drive from beyond the elbow like that.
There's a nice reversal by Charles. And guess who got her the ball? Walker Kimbrough. So she's not just a shooter.
Absolutely not. She averages 3.5 assists a game, almost 3 rebounds, and a little over 2 steals. She's an all-around talented player.
Hines Allen, little jump hook doesn't go.
That's a shot that usually goes down for Hines Allen.
She loves that shot. Slocum pull-up jumper, short. And a rebound by the Terps. Ball reversal back in the corner. And Confroy hits the 3. And Jeff Walls is going to take a timeout. 49-43 Maryland. Good reversal here. They get the tray.
The Microsoft Cloud helps us stay connected.
The Microsoft Cloud offers infinite scalability.
The Microsoft Cloud helps our customers get up and running anywhere on the planet. Wherever there's a phone, we've got a bank, and we could never do that before.
The cloud gave us a single platform to reach across our entire organization. It helps us communicate better.
We use the Microsoft Cloud's advanced analytics tools to track down cyber criminals.
This cloud helps transform business. This is the Microsoft Cloud.
49-43, the Maryland Terps. Number 5 against number 7 Louisville here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, presented by LGV20 and a part of Jimmy V Week. Don Russell, Sarah White, and our great crew here. And it's been a battle just like we expected, Sarah.
Absolutely, 6-point game. Both of these teams going at one another. Great plays on both ends of the floor, both offensively and defensively. See a little bit of full court pressure here by the Terps.
Tried to trap at half court. Louisville did a great job of breaking it, and they got the little stutter step walking violation on Moore and Jeff Walls, and I agree, she was wide open, and she loves that shot.
You got to shoot that ball.
Yeah.
Great job by the Cardinals defeating that 1-2-2 press. But Mariah Moore was wide open. She's got to knock that down.
Slocum getting pressure from Jackson. Charles with a tough shot. Boy, she's a good-looking freshman guard out of Glendale, Maryland. McDonald's All-American. She had 19 points against Washington State on Saturday.
Playing with a lot of confidence as a freshman. It was a great drive, trying to take advantage of the fact that Hines Allen has those 2 fouls.
Tough shot by Jackson, partially blocked by Jones. And an 8-point lead for the Terrapins, and the ball, Charles missed it. Hines Allen gets the board.
Nice job clearing the glass. Once again, Jackson in attack mode. They're not able to hit that one.
Nope, Asia Dewar had a good look at it there. Now Charles runs it the other way, partially blocked by Moore.
Great defense by the Cardinals, and then get it out in transition, but Jackson not able to finish the layup.
Oh, great assist opportunity goes by the board for Asia there. I mean, a beautiful kick out, and Jackson couldn't finish.
Louisville in there, man-to-man, half court.
Pull up by Charles. 6'1" freshman. She had a career double-double back on November 13th. So now Maryland enjoys its largest lead, the largest lead for either team in the game, at 10 right now. Hines Allen off the glass.
Hines Allen does a really nice job with her footwork, setting herself, being patient, knowing that she's got the strength defensively against Fraser.
Crowd here trying to pick it up a little bit for Louisville, but Slocum banks it in off the wing.
Jackson trying to pick up the charge, but Slocum finishing the play out.
Those are 2 first-year players, folks. Nice feed that time. Walton can't finish as Moore set it up nicely.
Well, and Walton wants that one back because that was a beautiful dish by Moore. Walton just not able to finish inside.
There you see Hines Allen there.
Great post move. Gets the defense moving one direction into the inside. And then we see the answer there by Maryland, Slocum.
So it's all Maryland by 10.
These are the gifts that absolutely had to be there on time. Because these are no ordinary gifts. They're the ones for an adventurer who wants to grow up to be just like Grandpa. The gift they're waiting for is waiting on eBay. New, unique, and everything in between. Find it, add it, get it fast.
Gonna need one big push. Congrats! I hear you're having a baby. New York Life can help you manage your family's financial future so you can relax and enjoy life's special moments.
Be good at life. New York Life.
Well, let's take a look at the Maryland upcoming schedule as they're ranked number 5, 6-0, and that's what they have coming ahead, and then a bigger game even at the end of those.
Yeah, the one they're not showing is the number 2 ranked Connecticut Huskies coming up December 29th at Maryland.
Gillespie got a good look. didn't get it to go. And the rebound goes to Taylor Johnson for Louisville.
And the Terps had taken a 14 rebound advantage coming out of that timeout.
Maryland's been in that zone since the second quarter. There's a little bump foul.
Good on-ball screen action. Post player Walton coming out, setting an on-ball screen.
Small gets the personal, redshirt junior out of Miami. And Walker Kimbrough, who had the benefit of that timeout and a little extra, gets back on the floor, and Small will take a seat.
Walker Kimbrough played all 20 minutes of that first half. You know, Brenda Freese trying to get her some breaks when she can.
Ford couldn't get this one to go. And a rebound foul, I think, is going to be called underneath the hoop on Gillespie, I believe.
You see the strength and athleticism of Dora in that situation where she's able to power up against contact. Surprised they're not calling that a shooting foul.
Yeah. Slocum got the personal as it ended up. So it's out of bounds to Louisville. Looking inside to Hines Allen. Well, she and Kimbrough really going at it this time. Hines Allen got the advantage.
Set that up beautifully by pushing her defender well out into the corner, and then she was wide open for that layup because of the early work that she did.
Great point. 8-point game. Maryland with the lead and the ball. Slocum almost had it stripped. 8 to shoot. 4 to shoot.
A lot of dribbling that time by Slocum.
Just did get it off. And a nice offensive hustle rebound by Confroy. And Walker Kimbrough, nice fake, and buries it.
Well, the problem that you have with boxing out is everybody on the team has to be committed to it, because if there's just one missed assignment, you get a situation right there where Confroy came flying in for that offensive board. It ended up resulting in 2 points for Walker Kimbrough.
She leads all scores in the game with 20. Back to a 10-point spread for the Terrapins. Moore, off-balance shot, but used to square nicely to get the hoop.
Yeah, great job that time by Moore, and I like that for the Cardinals. They got points from Hines Allen and just now points for Moore. I think both of them have to get a little bit more active offensively to help out Asia Durr and their Cardinal teammates.
Bounce pass that time by Walker Kimbrough goes out of bounds. There's that play you just made reference to. Great balance, even though she appeared to be off balance, she squared to the hoop.
Yeah, and that's the important thing, that finish, squaring up and finishing the shot off. You see Jackson talking there to her teammates, setting up the play.
Little fall away doesn't go.
But she is really struggling from the field tonight.
2 of 13. Good hustle, good steals. Took some charges. And there's another steal, this time by Taylor Johnson. She pulls up, gets it to Walton, now takes it back. Under a minute here in the third quarter. Moore's three, got it. Maybe that'll light a fire under the Cardinal offense. It's back to a 5-point game. And Walker Kimbrough draws a foul. You know, when she decides to go to the basket, she's either going to get the shot off or she's going to get fouled. Here's the three.
And it was set up by Johnson as she penetrates. She realized she's double teamed. There's somebody open, finds her teammate Moore on the wing, who nails the three.
And the emotion from Mariah Moore.
Walker Kimbrough came down in attack mode. And we've seen her do that several times tonight. I think that's that competitiveness that she has. All right, Louisville, we gave you 3 points. I'm going to come down and try to make something happen for my team.
Walker Kimbrough, Sarah, 7 out of 10 from the floor. You see her 21 points. Obviously, she's still perfect at the line, 7 of 7.
Well, and what's important for Brenda Freeze's Maryland Terrapins is the fact that Brianna Jones has been on the bench in foul trouble, and yet they've still been able to maintain the lead.
Yep, you're right.
Louisville needs to take advantage of the fact that Jones is on the bench.
Final 25 seconds of the third quarter. There they get it down to Hines Allen. That's where you want to get it. Missed it. Got her own miss back up, and she draws the foul. That's what you're used to seeing from number 2 in the white.
She's one that can be a beast on the boards. I love her footwork in the paint. She's just so patient, plants strongly, and wasn't able to knock either of those shots down, but has gotten herself to the free throw line.
And she hits the freebie. That's her first free throw tonight. She has 9 points and 5 rebounds.
And I've been surprised. She's a 71% free throw shooter on the year, but this will be her 9th free throw attempt. And as physical a player as she is and how well she positions herself in the paint, it's really surprising to me she hasn't had more trips to the line.
Yep. We saw the particulars in terms of her points. And she doesn't get that one to go. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Walker Kimbrough in the corner. 3-ball doesn't go, but a foul, and that's going to be 3 free throws for Maryland. And it's going to be number 12, the junior Kristen Confroy, to go to the line for 3.
Well, that can be so difficult when you're running out of player to challenge the shot. You've got to make sure that if you go up the challenge, you're going straight up. You're not allowing that momentum to continue to carry you into the offensive player.
Maryland's hit 13 of 17 free throws. Now 14 of 18, or they're going to get another. And I mentioned at the top of the show, Sarah, they shoot almost 72% as a team at the line. That's outstanding.
That's really strong.
Gonna try to get one off here. Jackson lets it go, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Maryland leads at 62-53. Some good action here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge.
Bro, your stuff is on fire. Someone better call the fire department. Woo, woo.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Bro, your stuff is on fire.
Someone better call the fire department.
Yeah, you should call the fire department. This is your stuff.
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right.
Sierra's innovative cargo box helps you get the job done easier, faster, and smarter. Easy lift and lower tailgate means just that. Effortless access to your cargo. A corner step rear bumper makes loading and unloading easy. And new tri-mode power steps are there when you need them and slide back to provide easy access to the front of the bed. The innovative cargo box in the Sierra 1500, intelligently engineered with you in mind.
Well, Jimmy V Week for Cancer Research. We'd like to remind you to help us beat cancer. Log on to jimmyv.org or call 1-800-4JIMMY-V to donate. Remember, all donations benefit the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. 100% of the donations go to research, and a lot of things happening here at the James Graham Brown Cancer Center as well. There's Walker Kimbrough. Neither team shooting the 3 very well. She hit a couple early, but has not been the 3 ball. Guess what? Asia Dewar says, who are you talking about?
I'll fix that, shooting a 3 poorly. Let me knock this one down.
Who's that little man over there? That was a big one, too. Confroy goes to Walker Kimbrough. Here's Slocum. That's where they want to go, inside to Jones. Gosh, they got her on a travel. Boy, You just don't move her around, do you?
You can't. She's so strong.
Soft hands, too.
She does. She does. She's a very talented player. I mean, ranked number 16 preseason in the ESPNW player rankings.
You can see why. Oh, what a great pass down low.
Oh, great dish.
Yeah. Walton couldn't finish, but she'll draw the foul. Watch this from Asia.
Well, this is where, you know, really tightly guarded, no look pass inside. Great job by Durr to find Walton underneath the basket. Now she needs to finish with the free throws. Can't get the first one to go. Louisville struggling from the free throw line tonight, just 4 of 10
Yeah.
in the charity stripe.
And as we mentioned the other end, 15 of 19 from Maryland.
So Maryland has made 4 more free throws than Louisville's even attempted tonight.
Jones got the rebound. Louisville showing a little zone of their own, but Walker Kimbrough finds the opening, missed it. Courtney Walton digs it out of there and covers it up, and now gets it up to Jackson.
Great board by Walton in traffic.
Jackson trying to feed it down low, goes in the corner. Durr on the way, nope. And out of bounds, it'll stay with the Cards. And they'll have 30 seconds to shoot, so they'll have plenty of time, which Jeff Wall's team has had the early 9-point lead, but once Maryland took the lead back, they've pretty much held it. A couple of misses by the Cards. Asia Durr, no.
Done a nice job of finding Durr.
Yep, they have, and she's been the best three-point shooter, which hasn't said a whole lot for either team tonight. Slocum with the miss, and Asia Durr again. Ugh. She's now, what, 3 of 11? 3 of 12 on threes.
And Durr coming in. And hit 28 of 36 three-pointers, 50%.
Yep. Walker Kimbrough. Jones takes that 15-footer, doesn't get it. Hines Allen gets the rebound. 7:28 remaining.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice move by the freshman. How about that? Jasmine Jones, the Tallahassee, Florida freshman. And she may bring life as it's a 4-point game with 7:12 to go.
The crowd is into it, and that was a great move and great finish by the freshman.
Slocum tried to get it to her teammate Confroy in the corner, but it was deflected out of bounds.
Nice job defensively that time by the Cardinals.
Moore comes back in. There you see that earlier play by the freshman, Jasmine Jones. And Louisville with a chance to cut the lead. It's 4 right now.
See a strong post up inside. Great job by Moore getting it to Hines Allen.
Now that's 4 fouls on Jones, and she'll have to come out as Brianna Frazier replaces her.
That's a smart play by Louisville. Not only are you getting the ball into the ACC preseason player of the year, but you're also getting Brianna Jones in foul trouble.
Hines Allen with the advantage, hits the little fall away. And she's pretty fired up right now.
Hines
She
Allen
has
taking
11.
advantage of the mismatch and bringing the Cardinals within 2.
And Maryland will take a timeout. 2-point game, 6:38 remaining. They're on their feet here in the Yum Center.
My daughter is dating this internet zillionaire.
The Flemings are in the house!
Oh my God. I'm a little surprised.
Ta-da!
Is that our Christmas card?
It says happy holidays and everything.
It says happy holidays?
I'm gonna ask Steffi to marry me. This is not the guy we want our daughter married. You are going down. You wanna mess with me?
Is it a drone?
Blair is spying on us. It's gonna be game over.
Get out of here!
Why him? December 23rd.
It's time to move forward, America. So here's a bipartisan solution we can all agree on. Get the largest, most sophisticated Mini yet, with liberal spaciousness and well-appointed finishes, all on fiscally conservative terms. It's the Mini Clubman with available all-4 all-wheel drive. And there's nothing establishment about it. Get 0% APR plus $1,000 cash off on a 2016 Mini Cooper Clubman at your local Mini dealer.
Well, Sarah, earlier we talked about the Maryland schedule. This is what's coming up for Louisville here in the next week or so.
Cardinals have a couple in-state rivalry games with a ranked Kentucky team, followed by Western Kentucky, coached by a former Jeff Walls assistant. And they've got a pretty tough schedule coming up themselves. A lot of good ball games.
We'll have that Kentucky matchup at 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday here in the Center. Inside it goes to Charles against the double team. She throws it away. And I think there was a backcourt foul.
That was an excellent defensive execution coming out of the timeout. Beautiful double team by the Cardinals.
Official attendance tonight, 7,816, almost 8,000. Of course, the Cardinals last year averaged over 9,000, and expect a big crowd in here on Sunday for the rivalry matchup with Kentucky.
Yeah, that'll be a big game. We've got two ranked teams, in-state rivalry.
Start the trap in the backcourt. Maryland shows it. So Hines Allen helps out Jackson. And now Jackson takes it between the circles. 2-point game. Maryland with the lead. Cardinals with the ball. Inside to Hines Allen.
And they're riding their big gun to get back into this basketball game. Nice job by Hines Allen to finish inside.
Tied at 62. Frazier from the perimeter. Doesn't go. And Jackson brings it out on the run. 2-on-2. Jackson puts it up and rolls it in. Louisville has the lead.
Tough shot. A great job by Jackson. Nobody picked her up. She kept driving to see if she could draw the defense. Nobody did, so she finished.
She's had a lot of easier ones that she hadn't been able to get go. So she earned that one.
Big shot to give U of L the lead.
And Walker Kimbrough gives a little, come on. Ties it at 64.
We've seen that several times tonight.
Yep.
And Walker Kimbrough has had an answer for the Cardinals.
24 points. She's hit 8 out of 13 from the floor. Moore found herself wide open. Walton goes for the rebound but can't get it.
You see what Maryland has on the offensive end. The Slocum drives.
And it's going to be a 2-shot foul. Tried to pick up the charge. Jackson did. Boy, she has exerted every ounce of energy tonight.
Slocum has done an outstanding job leading this Terrapin offense this evening. Just a freshman. She does not play like a freshman, though.
I think Jackson might have some blood on her uniform. She had to leave for a moment.
Quick costume change.
Hey,
get a clean
let's
pair
just
on
say
and
she
come back
made an
out.
equipment change in in one of the exit areas. Nothing slow about that gal, is there?
Not at all. She's got
Oh, I love
speed,
it.
great change of direction.
And a great change of drawers at the same time. Can't play with blood on your uniform, so she took care of that. They were going to try to get it off.
No,
They said, no, we don't have time for that.
That's right.
That'll
wants to
take
be-
Slocum to the line. It's been a fun game tonight.
It has been. It's been everything you'd expect in a 5 versus 7 matchup.
Here you see what Destiny's done tonight. Good-looking freshman, McDonald's All-American, Idaho High School Player of the Year.
Three-court quarter pressure by Maryland. Louisville handles it easily. that Maryland really just wants Louisville to take a little bit more time off the shot clock.
That's right.
Takes them a little bit longer to get in their half-court set.
Hines Allen a little bit out of her range, maybe. Rushed it a bit. Here comes Slocum. Nice reverse move. Can't get the shot, though. And Courtney Walton has the rebound. Maryland by 1. 4:10 remaining here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. On the women's side, a part of Jimmy V Week. Hines Allen, they want her to shoot.
And she wants to help her team, but she knows that's not the best shot for her.
Dewar can't get it, tried to get her own miss. And now Slocum had a chance to run and now waits for Walker Kimbrough. Too strong. And Asia Dewar has the rebound. Going to take it, flip it up left-handed. Nope. And they're going to get... Asia is down on the floor. She took a hard fall.
And she's in a lot of pain. It is not a good sign for the Cardinals.
Nope.
Trainer's going to come out and take a look. She went hard to the basket, did Asia Dewar?
Yeah, she did. She has 20 points, 6 rebounds.
Well, we don't want to speculate, but they're palpitating that calf. Hopefully that's just a cramp.
Yep, let's hope so. Of course, she's played a lot of minutes tonight. Sometimes you see the immediate thing is to hydrate.
She's been outstanding for the Cardinals tonight. 20 points in 33 minutes.
Yep.
She's also got 6 rebounds in this basketball game.
Yeah, she's done a little bit of everything, and as I mentioned, she's been in a real hot start this year. 50% three-point shooting, 53% from the field. She had a career high 34 in 23 minutes against Bowling Green earlier this year.
She did. She hit 8 threes
Yes.
in that ball game. Second most in school history, single game. It's a good sign that she's getting up on her own feet. Limping a little bit, but it appears it might have just been a cramp in that calf.
The foul was on Walker Kimbrough. That's 3 on her now, and it's going to be out of bounds to Louisville. They call it a non-shooting foul.
And because the athletic trainer came out onto the floor, they're going to have to do a substitution.
Yep. Still noticeably limping.
She's going to come right back to the scorer's table, get back in the game as soon as possible.
Jasmine Jones came in to relieve her.
I like what I've seen out of Jasmine Jones this evening.
Yep, looks good for a freshman, that's for sure. Hines Allen feeds it down low to Moore, had it stripped away, and it's going to stay with Louisville.
That was a great dump down from Hines Allen and Moore, but excellent job defensively by Maryland having active hands in there.
This game will help both teams as far as physical play and particularly inside play. Hines Allen misses, gets her own rebound, breaks a double team, scores, and she's fouled.
How did she find enough daylight to get in and make that basket? And did they call that on Charles? Did they call it on Jones? That was just a great play by Hines Allen. Once again showing outstanding patience as she just found the space that she needed, split the double team, finished with the contact.
And this one rolls in. And the Cardinal lead is 2 with 3:15 to go. Hang on, folks. We have number 5 and number 7 going at it here at the KFC Yum Center.
This is the kind of ball game that prepares you for postseason play.
Slocum missed the 3. Fight for the rebound. And it's picked up by Maryland. Nice hustle by the Terrapins.
Great hustle by Maryland, but great recovery defensively. But that time,
Jones begged for it, didn't she?
She did.
And Walton had 4 fouls, so there's not much she could do.
Had to be so cautious.
excuse me, Walton still has 3 fouls. It's Moore with 4. Asia had that one blocked by guess who? Walker Kimbrough. Nice break to Charles. Good response by the Terrapins there. They come back and now lead it by 2. 2:13 remaining. A blockbuster game tonight here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge.
Crowd definitely getting their money's worth in this ball game.
Hines Allen missed it. And Maryland gets the rebound. It gets it up to Slocum. And she scores and is fouled by Hines Allen.
And that was a hard foul by Hines Allen, but Slocum still able to finish.
Yeah, she was ready to take the blow here. Watch. She knew it was
look
coming.
At that focus.
Yep. Wow.
Going after the ball, got her in the head, but you just love, even with the contact coming, Slocum never took her eyes off the rim.
So that 3-point play is a big one by Slocum. That takes the lead to 5 with 1:50 remaining. Jackson. Hines Allen, Asia Dur. She couldn't get it to go. And Maryland's not going to be in any hurry right now.
Yeah, they're going to take their time. Use some shot clock, try to get the best shot possible. Nice defense that time by Jackson.
Tough shot underneath by Walker Kimbrough.
Good defensive stop by the Cardinals. Let's see what they've got on offense.
Walton with 1 minute to go and a timeout taken by Jeff Walls in Louisville.
Both of these teams look a little winded. They have played hard tonight. This has been a fast-paced ball game. Both of these teams score at a very high rate, a little bit under their season averages in this ball game, but it has been a physical battle here tonight.
Yes, it has, and with less than 1 minute to go, Sarah, Louisville, of course, has the possession. So for the Cardinal fans right now, that's a key. Here's the action we were talking about. And Hines Allen, she took your challenge.
And another great decision by Breonna Jackson. Nobody picked her up, so she went all the way to the rim and finished. And then you see great rebound and just splitting the double team and finishing with contact. Look how fired up Hines Allen is. But Maryland have the answer. You just cannot allow Breonna Jones to post that deep in the paint. She's going to finish a vast majority of the time.
By the way, Jones has another double-double. This one 16 points and 12 rebounds after 20 and 20 for the Terps this past Saturday.
She came into the game shooting 68% from the field.
Jackson, nice piece off the Walton, and they get the easy 2.
Beautiful play.
He wanted, I think Coach Walls wanted a timeout after that. He was upset, and a block at the other end. Did you hear a whistle?
Yeah, there was a foul called.
Going to be an offensive foul, or let's see. Here's that previous play. There's the previous play.
Great dish and wonderful finish by Walton inside.
And Slocum's going to go to the line. Walton gets her 4th foul, so she and Moore both have 4. And Slocum hits the free throw.
It was a beautiful play by the Cardinals, but what Maryland did extremely well is they got the ball out quickly, down the floor quickly, and in attack mode. Slocum went straight to the hoop. Caught Louisville a little bit on their heels defensively. All they could do was foul.
And you can see Slocum's done a good job. The freshman in double figures.
Yeah, she's had a strong game.
Yep, 5-point lead with 40 seconds to go. Maryland with the lead, Louisville Cardinals with the basketball. Jackson to Hines Allen. She had it blocked by Charles. Oh, what a defensive play by the freshman out of Glendale, Maryland.
Yeah, that was a huge block because another great penetration and pitch. And you see there, not only was she able to get the block, Charles was, but caused the ball to go off of Hines Allen. And so it's Maryland basketball with 30.8 seconds to go.
And now Louisville going to be forced to foul if they don't get the steal. Because Slocum dribbles it out.
They need to get the foul here, letting too much time go off the clock.
Yep. 21-8 remaining. Boy, these teams have not left anything on the sideline. Physical game, emotional game, and also a draining game emotionally. You can see Coach Freeze and Coach Walls both want this game. And now they're going to get a foul called, I think, on Charles.
Yeah, an offensive foul on Charles. We saw Brianna Jackson go flying to the floor. And a little bit of contact there. Charles going away from the basket, runs into Jackson. Heads up play by Jackson. Sell that a little bit too.
Yeah, Brenda Freeze didn't like that call a bit. And now we had the same thing, I thought, for a moment going the other way. But this is going to be a blocking foul called on Slocum.
Slocum was trying to get over and cut off the sideline, but was not able to get squared up quickly enough. So Moore's going to go to the free throw line. Some big free throws for the Cardinal.
Louisville's hit 5 out of 12 at the line, 19 to 24 by Maryland.
Moore is an 88% free throw shooter on the year. Not able to get that one to go down, though. So Louisville's going to need to either come up with a steal out of the out-of-bounds play or foul quickly.
Yep. There, Jeff Walls yelling, Fowler, Fowler. And finally, your fouls Slocum in the backcourt.
Sometimes you find players that have 4 fouls. I don't know if that was what was going through Mariah Moore's thought process at that moment, but you know, with this little time in the game, you've got to be willing to take that 5th foul and count on your teammates to help you out. Every second counts.
Louisville with 4 more field goals in the game than Maryland, but Maryland has been lights out at the line. They've hit 80%, 20 of 25. Louisville has hit 6 of 14. That's 42.9%. I know you get tired of hearing about free throw percentages. When you shoot 72% as a team,
it makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
When you're as aggressive as Maryland is. So you're going to get lots of opportunities at the free throw line.
Showed a little trap in the backcourt. 7 seconds to go, and Jackson takes it all the way, scores. And Jeff Walls will take the timeout as that cuts the lead to 4.
Maryland didn't even really guard Jackson on that play because they didn't want to risk a 3-point play opportunity by Jackson. So let her just go in for the 2 points rather than giving up a 3-pointer or a 3-point play. So Louisville in this timeout, they're going to talk about what they want to do defensively. I'm sure you're going to see full court pressure, try to get the steal right away, foul right away. But Coach Walls is also going to talk about what they want to do offensively should they get the ball back.
Well, Walker Kimbrough's led all scorers with 24 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 7 of 7 at the line. And she was followed by 16 by Brianna Jones. And Slocum came in with 13. Louisville led by Asia Durr. 20 points on 8 of 26. Also Hines Allen with 16 and 7 rebounds. Moore with 13 points. So got to put it all together when you're playing a great team like Maryland. And Maryland came back and answered that second charge by Louisville too.
They did. Showed great composure. And that time a quick foul on Mariah Moore, and that's going to be her 5th.
Yep.
Yeah, and that shows, you know, the mental toughness, the character of a team. When you get down, are you able to answer? But both of these teams have played outstanding. This has been a great basketball game, especially this early in the season, to be playing this high caliber of basketball is impressive.
Yeah, it'll help both these teams, believe me. And, you know, let us not forget, Maryland just completed its first year in the Big Ten, and they used to be in the ACC along with Rutgers.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like this was almost an ACC matchup. Actually, this is Maryland's third year in the ACC. They're back-to-back regular season and Big Ten tournament champs.
Yep. Dewar for three to end it, but Maryland holds off